Hello dear family, I'm back again with another tutorial video. I'm going to introduce you to a model who has almost 100% gray hair with about 7 or 8 months of natural growth. She is a very young lady and I don't recommend that she leaves her gray hair completely without adding some color to rejuvenate her youthful face. She definitely needs it. So let's take a look at the gray hair coverage technique. Family, I introduce you to Ade. She is going to be my model for today. When I saw her, I said, you know what, Ade? How about you be my model? She came here to the salon for some suggestions because she is tired of her gray hair, like many of you. I know. So I see her and say, wait a minute, how about we record you? I want to make a video with you to clear up a lot of doubts. All right, Ade, now I want you to tell my family here. I call them that because we are a group, a family that watches us internationally. What bothers you about your gray hair?
Well, I started getting gray hair very young and I've been dyeing it constantly. 2 days after I dye it, the gray comes out again and I'm very tired of it. I would like something that lasts at least 2 or 3 months without having to dye it. It's exhausting to keep dyeing it over and over. So I came to Betty Lascano for an option and here I am. She's going to make me more beautiful.
That's right, of course, we are definitely going to make you absolutely beautiful. I know it's very frustrating because it's true. When you dye your hair, whether it's black or with lighter dyes, not so blonde, the gray hair starts to show after 2 days, as Ade says. There are people who really like their gray hair and there are definitely people who absolutely don't. For those who absolutely don't like it, we are going to make this video. I really want you to closely see Ade's hair here. If you closely observe, she has 100% gray hair. The entire front part has approximately a growth of about 6 to 7 centimeters, and the lower part has a beautiful golden blonde color. She also has some highlights that unfortunately got lost with the dark hair, and the back part is almost entirely gray too. Only here at the nape, in the lower part of the nape, there is just a little bit of slightly dark hair. Just a little bit of dark hair. I want you to see at the end of this video how Ade is going to look. Therefore, please don't miss this video and certainly don't miss the entire procedure because it's truly extremely amazing how you have the ability to rejuvenate and appear much younger. Because whether we like it or not, gray hair is synonymous with age. Even if you're very young, sometimes having gray hair makes people perceive you as much older than your true age. That's why many people resist letting their gray hair show because, like it or not, it's synonymous with age. So let's not waste any more time and start this tutorial. What do you think, Ade? Alright, so let me show you Ade's absolutely incredible and fantastic hair growth. She is telling me right now, she is saying that she used to get highlights with black dye. They darkened her hair so it wouldn't look so white. That's why it looks like she has dye, but she really doesn't have any dye. These residues you see in the hair are definitely remnants of black highlights that were done on her. And when she washed her hair, you can clearly see it turn this color. If you have a lot of gray hair, I recommend that you don't get black highlights because it becomes a problem when doing the extraction. You will see as we progress all the challenges we face to eliminate that color that doesn't look so strong. I am going to start by applying moisturizer from mid-lengths to ends to protect the hair because I am going to do a color extraction. And you will see in a moment how I managed to remove that tone that had air. In the ID, I am going to use 4 coloring powder caps plus 20 volume cream developer, along with the special intensive therapy ampule for brittle or bleached hair, which is approximately, I want you to see the sections. I'm going to start with the front part. I separated the crown, tied up the entire back part, and separated the sides. This is where I was really going to do highlights. Lots of very light and almost platinum blonde highlights to erase that tone Ade had. But it turns out that after actually talking to her and gaining more confidence, she started telling me that she had black dye on those ends because they had done a lot of highlights with black tips. When she told me that, I said, wow. I thought, well, I don't think I'll be able to achieve the effect I wanted. What doesn't bleach will end up with a very unpleasant smoky color effect. If you look here, I actually started doing a zigzag to create a lot of highlights and really leaving the hair out because she told me. I said, no, I have to bleach everything to remove the black dye. Here I started making thin sections, carefully leaving the ends out, still thinking that this particular color, because it was light and delicate, would be relatively easy to remove without much effort. And so on, I started carefully and meticulously applying the bleach in thin sections all over the entire head, leaving the light hair on the outside. On the next side, I very carefully followed exactly the same procedure. I took that whole entire section of hair and applied all of that bleach. You might think that it would be indeed very easy to perform this color extraction because I said I was going to actually lighten the gray hair, lighten from mid-lengths to ends, and quickly and efficiently complete with this coloring because the dye from mid-lengths to ends is practically very light, almost completely washed out. In fact, it is indeed very much so. But this case was truly and absolutely remarkable and extraordinary because it's one of those things where you can't predict how the hair will react in any way. In the same way that I am applying this side, I proceeded through the entire front part. On the crown area, I did the same procedure. I tried to cover the entire front part first because remember, when there are gray hairs, you start at the front to achieve better lightening. Here I did the same procedure. I applied everything to the dark parts and left the light parts, the ones with black residue, out, and I did the same for the entire back section. For the lower part, which is light, I made a formula of 3 caps of coloring powder with 10 volume developer, slightly. I initially thought that approximately 10 volumes would easily and effectively remove that tone that ID had completely from mid-lengths to ends. So, Katie took care of thoroughly and carefully saturating the hair from mid-lengths to ends with 10 volume developer. Once I finished carefully applying to the roots, Katie proceeded to apply with 10 volumes from mid-lengths to ends throughout the entire hair. After completely finishing the application, we let it sit for 25 minutes naturally, and then, after that time, coloring powder and 10 volume developer were applied to the roots without removing the aluminum foil. We allowed a processing time of approximately 15 minutes for the roots. After that time, we started to very slowly and carefully remove the aluminum foil and began to see that where the natural hair was, the lightening was absolutely and completely perfect, and from the mid-lengths to the ends, there was an extremely pale orange lightening. We started removing the aluminum foil and began to emulsify a little from mid-lengths to ends because the lightening at the roots was perfect, but from mid-lengths to ends, we definitely needed more to achieve that silver tone my model wanted. If you look, it appears yellow, and that yellow tone wouldn't allow me to apply the platinum. We removed all the aluminum foil to completely assess the hair. The hair was in very good condition, perfectly fine, not elastic, and it was very good. We carefully removed the aluminum foil and allowed a processing time of 10 minutes to see if we could completely and thoroughly lighten that slightly orange-yellow tone from mid-lengths to ends a bit more. I want you to notice that the bleaching process turned out perfectly well from the mid-lengths to the ends, where I initially thought it would lighten easily and beautifully, and it did. Well, it turns out no. The black dye said, you know what? No. And I ended up with that yellow-orange lightning. When I saw that, I said, oh my God, I definitely won't be able to apply the silver tone that Ade wants. What do I have to do? Suddenly things get really complicated when you want to do color work that you think will be very easy to accomplish, and you even promise the client that there won't be any problems and that the lightening will definitely be achieved. Well, believe me, it was indeed very, very difficult with Ade because we ended up with that tone and couldn't lighten it any further. It was extremely difficult. Here, Katie is going to use a deep cleansing bath to thoroughly and completely remove the bleaching residue, effectively and efficiently. Here we are doing the elasticity test, and we see that Ade's hair is strong, but I can't continue applying bleach because I risk it breaking. It's at a point where the hair is fine, but if I continue, it could break. So, we are going to stick with this bleaching with Ade and postpone that silver tone she desires so much for the future, to show you that this can happen not only to you, but it also happens to me sometimes. The formula I am going to use with Aid on the Regrowth, where it was very clear where the gray hair was, there I will use 8 and 34 plus 10 volume oxidant. Why am I using 8 and 34? Because it has a little bit of golden copper underneath. If you make a careful observation, it is actually a slightly coppery gold. Therefore, I need to add very warm pigment to the part that is completely white as well. We are going to apply it to all the bleached areas without reaching yellow, slightly copper. Once applied to the entire growth, to ensure complete coverage, we allow a processing time of 10 minutes. After that time, we will subsequently prepare the next formula for the mid-lengths and ends. We are going to hydrate the hair perfectly well. Remember that it is bleached hair that is very porous, and we don't want it to absorb too much at the ends. The moisturizing serum from Yanville will help us control that porosity. For the mid-lengths and ends, I will utilize the following formula. I will mix approximately 75 of 10 volume oxidant with nearly 3/4 of 8 and 31. If you look here, I am applying 8 and 31 golden with ash to tone down that copper reflection. I apply it to all the ends that are yellowish copper. We give it another 10 minutes to fully absorb the color, ensuring that it penetrates deeply and uniformly. This additional, after approximately 10 minutes from mid-lengths to ends, we will carefully and thoroughly move to the sink and then wash with Jambi's Color Protection Shampoo in order to set this color. Once the shampoo is thoroughly removed, we apply the firm color mask to rehydrate and nourish the hair. To finish, I'm going to trim about 3 centimeters off Ade's length because it is important to cut the ends after a color extraction to keep the hair healthier. It's definitely time to add the finishing touch, and we are going to use liquid sculpting to give body and protect the hair from heat tools. Steffi is going to take care of meticulously adding the final makeup touches to ensure everything looks perfect. Come over here and take a closer look, as we are already beginning to see the stunning final result of all the hard work and effort that has been put into this project. It definitely wasn't what we wanted to achieve, as she wanted a silver tone, but it wasn't possible because of the black dye she had from mid-lengths to ends. Even though the hair was already very washed, the black dye sticks but very strongly. So when someone tells you that they have black dye, but that they applied it months ago, and according to them, it's all gone, believe me, that black dye is still there. If they had told me from the very beginning, I absolutely wouldn't have said yes at all, indeed. We are going to achieve the silver tone. We will leave a coloring for later to try again to see if we can get that silver tone that Aid desires so much. I want to tell you that I am indeed making very informative videos about colorimetry, and you will find them on this channel for all of you who are just starting in this beautiful profession and have numerous questions about color. I am indeed making videos to make everything about the field of colorimetry much clearer for you. Thank you, family, for joining me in this video. So go ahead and practice it, and if you don't have any knowledge of colorimetry, I recommend you go to a professional. Sending you a big hug and many blessings. Take care and see you in the next video. CC by Antarctica Films Argentina.